The son of Adam learned to cope with many problems and disorders of his being, however, failing to overcome the biggest challenge, aging and death. The fall of Adam and Eve not only broke the connection with God, but also launched the irreversible aging process, turning life into a test of the soul on the threshold of eternity. Today, there are some who want to challenge God. Transhumanists, who believe that the sad times for Homo sapiens is truly over. The upcoming breakthrough in technology and medicine will open the way for a person to physical immortality here on Earth without God.
Islamic Republic of Foreign Policy Hawk.
To get me online, I need more power.
I'm gonna escape this thing and become digital.
What do you mean?
They say one day, soon, they'll have clinics in Switzerland where you can go and you'll sign a form and they'll take your brain and download it into the cloud.
Transhumanists strive to make a person's life as high as possible, convenient and happy, naturally, through the application of the achievements of science and technology by their own efforts. In a broad sense, transhumanists believe in paradise on earth, heaven on earth, where people possess all the benefits of civilization, equality reigns in society, and most importantly, there are no diseases and there's no death. The achievements of medicine today allow prolonging life, supporting youth, transplanting organs to replace the lost limbs with bionic prostheses. Such progress in general can't but cause sympathy and support. I do fully support such things, but there's also a downside. For example, sex change operations. Science itself is only a weapon that finds positive or negative use in human hands.
Aubrey de Grey, biomedical gerontologist.
I work on aging and I'm not in favour of it. I'm trying to fix it and I seem to be doing okay.
Audrey de Grey is convinced that we will see the first immortal person in our lifetime. He believes natural death is a consequence of the aging of the human body, the accumulation of problems that can be fixed. He's a transhumanist, and that's how transhumanists see people. Not as souls, but biological machines, and they are already coming up with crazier ideas such as whole brain upload onto a computer, getting rid of the biological machine, which we call the human body, and living eternally on a computer.
Aging is not a phenomenon of biology really at all. It's a phenomenon of physics, which is to say it's the same process in the human body or in any other living organism that it is in a car or an aeroplane or any other machine with moving parts, whether or not it's alive. It's the accumulation of damage that the machine does to itself throughout its operation as a side effect of the normal operation of the machine.
They're already working on it. Elon Musk with his Neuralink tech, and you won't believe there's also watchers watching every post, video, comment on social media, whether it's on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. They know everything about you, and you keep providing them with information because some of us are reliant, some of us are obedient, and some addicted. They've been storing each and every moment, so in the future they can issue you with a digital ID which holds everything you've done online. Yes, even the naked pictures you sent to a girlfriend a few years back, it's all recorded. But don't be scared of that. What you need to be scared of is not the record here, but in the hereafter.
What is a cryonic refugee? A cryonic refugee is someone who travels from the present, where scientific and technological methods can't keep them alive anymore, to a future where developments in science and medicine can keep them alive, can revive them.
Today there are companies freezing dead bodies at the point of death, cryonics, in the hope to be revived in the future. The pioneer in cryonics was James Bedford, a teacher of psychology from the United States of America. He was frozen on January the 12th, 1967. How scientists are going to resurrect the dead in the future, it's not clear. Theories partially tested on rats look very doubtful. If God takes the soul of man and cryonics is a success, then who will be the body returned to life? Horror films and zombies or Frankensteins come to my mind. A hadith also comes to my mind about Dajjal, the Antichrist, resurrecting the dead. The resurrected will not be the same person, but entities from another realm, known as jinns. In a globalizing world space, transhumanism is first of all the ideology of the elite, who need to popularize their worldview, create a public request for it, and enlist the support of the masses. David Rockefeller, for example, suffered 7 transfers of the heart. He was one of the richest person on the planet from America, worth $3.3 billion when he died, and he survived to 102 years old. There is a certain fashion for immortality in the United States. After all, it's the Great Satan. Numerous Hollywood films and series on Netflix testify to this, and that's how they will try to get us all addicted to this new religion, transhumanism, through mass popular culture.
You can close your eyes now and anticipate that artificial intelligence is going to take over the world tomorrow. And your children will no longer have their feet planted in the real world. They will not live in the concrete world. No, they'll be transported to a fantasy world. They don't use the term fantasy world, they call it the virtual world. A make-believe world. And once you're divorced or detached from the real world, he can make you dance to any tune he plays.
The idea of transhumanism is not unusual. Everything is as old as humanity itself. The devil again offers people to become like God and become perfect, but with complete autonomy and independence from our Creator. The theories of digitizing consciousness inevitably reveals the denial of a person's soul. But is it really that easy to copy the human brain to an electronic carrier, insert it into a prosthesis shell that does not need food and rest, holidays, family, love? What they want to create is a smart android, a fake person, the perfect servant and worker for the elite. If they do manage to digitize consciousness, what about relocating the soul? That's got to be impossible. My dear friends, science is not evil. It receives its content and shade of orientation thanks to a person who makes a moral choice in his heart, trying to create comfortable living conditions for ourselves, getting rid of diseases and sorrows. Humanity forgets the causes of its problems and, most importantly, about the source of genuine life, and that is God, Allah, the supreme and eternal being. We remember the words of God in our holy books, that first of all we need to seek the pleasure of God and His truth, and the rest will be added to us. And if the kingdom of God is within us, then the search for answers to the questions of how to achieve this kingdom lies not in the plane of biotechnology, but in our perfect mind, body and spirit created by God. Thank you very much for listening to the Independent Islamic Republic of Foreign Policy Hawk. Assalamu alaikum, adios, shalom aleichem, have a wonderful night.